This morning we have with us Pastor Coy Boyer from the Kingdom Life Church. Good morning, how are you?
Good morning, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for joining us on The Blend this morning. You have a new campaign. It's called the Reimage 2021 campaign. Tell us a little bit about that.
Tell you a little bit about the 2021 Reimage Campaign. It is a campaign that we started as a result of the pandemic that took place. When the pandemic happened, like many churches our size, we really weren't doing much with regards to social media and putting our services online. But as a result of having to go all virtual, all of a sudden we had to put our services and everything else online. This presented a problem because we didn't have the proper equipment, camera, lighting, or even the stage presence that we needed in order to really keep people's attention, focus on the message, as opposed to looking at the mess that may have behind me as I was preaching that message. So this whole campaign, as we're going back to church, as we're moving forward, as we're going to stay virtual, is a way in which to try to get the necessary things that we need in order to make our presentation more excellent.
That makes sense. So the funds that you're gathering then will go back into maybe some technology or different things like that.
You got it. A lot of the funds that we get will go into technology for improving our stage design. We had to get a couple new cameras. We got to redo our lighting. And we also did some aesthetic changes to our sanctuary. But we also want to use a portion of that particular campaign money to actually invest in a property that we have down the street, an old abandoned elementary school. So that way we can also not only reinvest in our church, but also reinvest in our community.
Pastor, if people are interested in helping you out with the Reimagine Campaign 2021, where do they send donations?
They send donations directly to the church, 4303 South Martin Luther King Boulevard here in Lansing, Michigan, zip code 48910. You can also check us out on our website, www.klifechurch.org, where you can actually give online towards this Reimage campaign.
Tell us a little bit about Kingdom of Life Church.
Well, what do you want to know?
Well, tell us, what would you want to get across about the church?
That's a great question. This is what I would really want to get across. At Kingdom Life Church, we are doing our best to seek God's kingdom and His righteousness. We want to develop disciples. That means men and women who want to follow Jesus and follow Him intentionally, so that way we may advance and grow His kingdom here on earth as it one day will be in heaven.
And if people want to attend service, do you have in-service right now?
Right now we are in service, and we have certain protocols set up with CDC regulations to try to make everybody feel as safe as possible. And so yes, services are 11 o'clock. We're asking people to RSVP right now, but we're hoping that as time goes on, we'll be able to be back full in swing.
And we have all your information on the screen. Pastor, thanks so much for joining us here on The Blend. Kingdom Life Church, 4303 South Martin Luther King Boulevard in Lansing.